few dings on her credit report. But here she is, squealing like fresh tires in a brand new parking garage. You see, Kayla just used a portion of her expected tax refund to finance a car because Byrider looked at factors beyond her credit score to help her get approved. Right now at Byrider's Sign and Drive Tax Refund event, bring in your W-2 and you may be able to use a portion of your expected tax refund to drive home today. Plus, find flexible payment options on quality vehicles.
Hear how a doctor is using ping pong as a form of treatment. Join us at 7 a.m.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 10:30, right here on Fox 14.
Now at 9, in the face of extreme cold, volunteers in Miami work to give people a space to stay warm. Plus, we'll speak with some Chiefs fans headed to Arrowhead tomorrow about how they plan to stay warm. And
as temperatures in our area plummet, the city of Miami is stepping up and providing its citizens with shelter and provisions. I'm Anthony Saviello. I'll have more coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
this is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Elise Snowy. It's been cold today and it's only getting colder this weekend. We go straight to Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty for a first look at weather.
Well, of course, it turned out to be a much colder day for us today. Arctic front dropped through early this morning. Now ahead of it, look at this, midnight high 52. But we dropped to 16 degrees by 10 o'clock in the morning hours and warmed back up right around 22, 23 during the afternoon. Temperatures upper teens to near 20. These will drop back slowly as we go through the overnight hours. And look at our wind chills right now, already -3, -4 in our northern counties. So dangerously cold. Wind chill advisories in effect all the way until Tuesday afternoon. Winter storm watch in our southern counties because we do have some snow moving in as we go into Sunday. But this system's going to exit. We have another one which is going to rotate in by Sunday. Very cold night as we drop back right around 12 degrees for a low. Of course, we're going to look at those snow chances coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. The Miami Civic Center is transforming into a shelter for those in need. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has more.
As people around the 4 states prep their own homes for the cold weather, Rick Aldridge and volunteers in Miami are prepping the Miami Civic Center for those in need of shelter.
The Civic Center, as you can tell just by the sheer size, offers so much that sometimes maybe the church, just because of size, can't. We can put a lot more people in, we can separate them better, and we've got access to, it's basically a gymnasium. So we have access to bathrooms and showers and everything else that you might need.
The shelter here at the Miami Civic Center isn't just scrapped together. Not only will people who come here be provided with a cot, there are separate restrooms for men and women. There's warm showers, and those who come here will also be provided with food and drink. This year, Rick was able to get support from the city and Mayor Bless Parker, which would allow him to use the center as a shelter.
It's been a blessing, it really has. I work really close with the mayor and Chief Hightower. He's our city emergency manager. And I've done this now for a lot of years. And we try to get ahead. Sometimes we can't, but we try to get ahead, so prepare so that when things do happen, we're up and open and ready on the spot.
Rick's biggest concern is a term that's been used in recent forecasts, flash freeze.
It kind of caught me off guard when I heard some of the forecasters start using that term this week, because it's just a lot of people around here have not heard that term before, haven't faced it, so we're concerned about it.
Despite that concern, Rick is determined to provide for all those in need. Reporting in Miami, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Rick says that city leaders will be getting together soon to work on measures to bring a more permanent shelter to Miami. A reminder, many communities across our area have warming centers where people can escape the cold. They include a number of libraries, senior centers, and other facilities. Some are open only when temperatures drop below 32 degrees and access might be limited to business hours. And many will have specific rules to ensure public safety. You can find a list of dozens of area shelters along with contact information on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, if you are getting out in this cold, definitely bundle up, but don't forget to make sure the utilities in your residence are protected against the cold as well. Pittsburgh Utilities says there are ways to keep your water pipes from freezing.
People make sure that they either let their faucets drip, they open up cabinets, especially on exterior walls, especially if they're a north-facing wall or a west-facing wall, that they open up their cabinets and make sure there's heat from the house able to get in their cabinets. If they need to keep a pipe dripping to make sure that their water pipes don't freeze, make sure that all their crawl spaces are closed up.
Remember, the cold can be dangerous. If you have to leave the house, we've got tips for avoiding hypothermia on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. The Kansas City Chiefs will host the Miami Dolphins tomorrow in what is expected to be one of the coldest games ever played at Arrowhead Stadium. Some four-state diehard fans will bundle up to watch the game in person. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to them to hear their strategies to keep themselves warm.
Electric socks. Even my wife even has electric gloves. We have everything packed in the bag. We're going to need like extra batteries, Kleenex, hot hands, towels to wipe off the seats if there's snow on them, things like that.
The list of items Josh Smootz and his wife will take to the Chiefs game this weekend goes on.
Under Armour pants on, and then I'll have my jeans on, and then I'll have ski pants over that. So there's 3 layers there. And then layers on the head, whether it's a head cover or, a gaiter to cover your neck and pull up over your face if you need to.
All of that is to make sure they will be warm during a dangerously cold game. The Schmutz family learned from experience, but they appreciate being able to feel all of that.
Everybody's having to deal with the elements. We've gone to dome stadiums and just the atmosphere isn't the same because you just feel like you're indoors, almost like watching the game on TV. Whereas when you're there live and it's outside, it's just magic.
The Joplin brothers, Derek and Joe Rattigan, are also facing the cold and plan to wear many layers.
7 to 10 probably. A lot. I won't be able to move, it'll be a lot.
While the layers will help, Mahomes' team is also implementing some changes on their game day to make sure fans are warm. The Chiefs are allowing fans to take cardboard pieces to be used as floor mats and protect the feet from the cold concrete. The team is also allowing guests to carry in blankets. But there's only one thing these diehard fans really want.
As long as we get a win, that's all I care about.
We're just good luck, so we know if we're there, we're going to win.
Reporting the 4 states, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Arrowhead Stadium will offer warming stations to help fans stay warm. Hot chocolate will be available for purchase in the stadium as well. Liberty Utilities has issued a statement concerning a collapsed wind turbine from a couple of days ago. The energy provider said an assessment of why the wind turbine collapsed is underway. North Fork Ridge Wind Farm remains online and the collapse has not impacted the generation at the facility. Liberty says there is no estimation for the completion of the assessment. The Spiva Center for the Arts in Joplin is showcasing 3 different exhibits right now. Pulped Under Pressure is focusing on handmade paper art. Threads of Time is a historical quilt project, and the exhibit called Those Who Can Teach features art made by local educators.
My older brother, who's 11 years older than me, was drawing cartoons and things like that whenever I was a kid, and I was really fascinated by all of it, and so that's really what drew me into it and attracted me to it.
Each of the exhibits will be on display until March 24th.